In this lesson, we're going to learn how to declare variables. Before we can use a variable in a program, we have to declare it. A variable declaration includes the data type and the variable name. There are some optional things we can do, but we're going to stick just to the basic data type, variable name for a declaration. To create a declaration, which will often be in main, although it doesn't have to be, you provide the data type along with the variable name, followed by a semicolon. Remember that a semicolon represents the end of a statement. You'll notice that the compiler puts a green squiggly line under my variable name. I'll explain why it's doing that in just a moment. For now, don't worry about it. So there's an example of an int variable. Let's do a string variable. You see there's not really much difference between the two. Let's do a Boolean variable, and let's do a char variable. And that's all you really need to know about variable declarations, except for one thing. We can put multiple variables on the same line. So for example, I can create a list of variables. We'll call this rate and ratio. And I can have as many as I want. So I could have string, last name, first name, middle name, and have as many variables as I need as long as they're of the same data type. And that's really all there is to declaring a variable. It's quite simple. You simply provide the data type first, followed by the variable name. Now let me talk about the green squiggly line. Let me put my cursor here so you can see it. The variable salary is declared but never used. Strictly speaking, that's not an error but a warning, saying that you've declared this variable but you've never used it. Once we assign data to the variable, then the green squiggly line will go away. We won't do that in this lesson, so we're going to have to end the lesson with the green squiggly line being there. But trust me, we can make it go away, and we will. There is a way, which I'll show you in the next lesson, to declare a variable and assign it some data in the same line so that you never get the green squiggly line to start with. And like I said, we're going to talk about that in the next lesson where we talk about assigning data to variables. So that's coming up next.